Alexa, turn on the garage. What do we have here? Don't pay attention to the grill. Do not look at the grill. So if you guys forgot or still remember, I used to have a Ram TRX that got stolen. I decided to go polar opposite and I got an ES300 hybrid as a daily driver. And I really loved it, but I spent maybe like 35K on it, and I was like, you know, it doesn't really feel like they've changed a lot since like the early 2010s. So I felt as though that car was kind of like a bust. Super nice, super efficient, but you know me, I wanted something different. Shout out to the wife for parking her X7 outside for me because I don't want to get my new car stolen. So here it is. It's an Alpine White 2022. It only had like 6,000 miles when I first picked it up. Of course, M license plate frame. Wrap this black. And I've only had the car for 2 days. BTW. Black wheels. I wish it had the rear or the exterior carbon fiber package, but it does not. Carbon fiber roof, no sunroof, which is great. I blacked this out. Laser lights. And once more, I wish I had the carbon fiber exterior package, then I wouldn't have this ugly grille. But I'll be changing that for sure. I chose Alpine White mainly because I commute and I don't want a really loud color that attracts a lot of attention from the police, because your boy stays speeding low key. But the interior is cream of the crop. Bam! I think it's called like Kailami orange, Kailami, something like that. But I got the carbon buckets. It's a must. I'm kind of wide, so I barely fit. I had to put the bolstering settings all the way out. But yeah, this is the most beautiful interior I've ever seen from BMW. Manual transmission, interior carbon fiber package. No like premium package, which the only thing that I'm missing that I wish I would have had is like the heads-up display. But with the heads-up display, you also get a bunch of pointless things that don't even work, like the power tailgate, stupid stuff like that. So I feel like this spec specifically is the lightest M3 G80 that you can purchase. Low option, carbon buckets, manual transmission. You can't go wrong with it. And just look at those bucket seats. Jeez. So beautiful. Now, my wife did say that these are super uncomfortable. For me, I don't really care. I really like the way they look. They fit me okay. But I know for a fact that every single person who does not have the carbon buckets want the carbon buckets. And I think it just adds so much more rarity to the car. But yeah, it's a little snug in the back, but I can still fit the kids. So, daily driver update. Super nice, super happy. As for my E92, I repainted the front bumper. I put these new, I forgot what kind of front splitters they are, just to keep it super low key. It's a super clean car still. I freaking love this thing. I also changed the rear diffuser. As you can tell, my parking is to the T, so I can fit my golf cart. Some updates to the garage. I did put our old fridge in here because it's still a freaking nice fridge and my wife wanted a new fridge. So drinks for the boys. Yeah, buddy. So I'm gonna get more into videos again since I have a cool car to record and do some comparisons, because both are two really different cars, and ever since I sold my F80 I've missed it tremendously. This car really reminds me of the F80, and I'll do a comparison of that as well. But it's a new and improved version. Front end, I personally really like it. It doesn't really photograph well though, so I'm going to be changing some stuff on the front as time goes. Problem is, parts for this car are expensive. So I'll probably be focusing on smaller things first, probably like spacers, and maybe the big thing that I'll purchase first though is like the car is like virtually silent, and even in like M dynamic mode you hear a few pops here and there, but it's really muted. So coming from the E92, this is definitely a really quiet, like annoyingly quiet, but within time I'll fix it. I'm not in a rush, and plus your boy's broke after buying this thing, so yeah. So once again, I chose like a really bare minimum spec. The only thing that's really special is the carbon buckets and the interior color. Really wanted it to be a low-key color. I like Brooklyn gray a lot, and I think it's called Dravid gray, but this was kind of like my third choice. But it's really easy to keep clean, looking good, and nice to commute in. And prices for them have dropped significantly over the last 2 years. Currently, interest rates for new cars, even on the lot from BMW, don't really have any sort of incentive to buy, because the interest rates are still the same. So I figured I'd find a really low miles 2022. I typically never buy the first gen of a car that comes out. Usually I stick to the second one when they kind of iron out whatever weird things are going on with the car. But for the most part, the G80 platform is really reliable. There aren't any big Achilles heel issues like the rod bearings or crank hub or whatever it may be. And it has that S58 engine that's designed after the B58, and we all know that that's a solid engine that we can really owe Toyota a lot of respect for ironing out all the small issues that BMW kind of lets slide, I guess. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. I know there's a lot of other G80 individuals on YouTube, but I'm mostly doing this to kind of now record just my car journey and all the other cars that I've had and will have, but I'm pretty sure this is staying. All my friends kind of make fun of me because I've had like 9 or 10 cars over the last few years, but honestly I think I was having more of a identity crisis. And I just really freaking love M3s. I don't think I'll ever not have an M3 in my garage. Like, I'm truly blessed to say that, but they just make the best all around. Now, daily drivers / sport cars, like, it's a night and day difference. Like, and I'll get into it. Like, this is a whole lot of car to drive every day. This is a lot more tamed and a lot more refined, and I'm just so happy that I was able to pick this up for the price I did and have it in my garage. So stay tuned, everyone. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm not doing any crazy things, but I mean, I feel like I do go in depth with the small things on these cars. Stay tuned and stay subscribed, please.